Well, good afternoon. Certainly our thoughts and our prayers are with the people that have suffered as a result of this disaster, especially those who have lost loved ones. I'm certainly privileged today to be joined by County Judge it's Burt here. He was here, Burt Cobb, and Mayor David Guerrero. Thank you all for the briefing you just gave me. I'm also joined here by David Maxwell, who's Director of our Law Enforcement, and Tommy Prudham, who is our Chief for Consumer Protection. And I certainly appreciate Mayor and Judge Cobb the briefing that you just gave me about what's been going on in the county and the city. It's great information. Like people across Texas, families here are in the earliest stages of putting their lives back together. Throughout these storms and these floods, we've witnessed the courage of our first responders and the generosity of neighbors coming together to help their fellow Texans. Unfortunately, in past disasters, we've seen patterns where an initial disaster is followed by a second wave of disaster in the form of shady individuals perpetrating scams and fraud. These crimes are particularly heinous because, as anyone in Hays County can tell you right now, money is tight. The last thing people who have lost everything need are bad actors taking advantage of these circumstances. To that end, I'd like to caution everyone in any area affected by the flood to be extremely careful with people selling used services. Contractors going door to door, particularly from out of the area, have been known to make lots of promises, take lots of money, and never actually make repairs. Therefore, do not let yourself be rushed or bullied into signing a contract, and it's best to work with contractors who only seek payment after repairs are done. It's also always best to get everything in writing. Be aware that under Texas law, you have 3 days to cancel any sale made door to door, and they're obligated to inform you of that fact. It's also best to go with insured contractors who have solid references. The Better Business Bureau is a prime resource at times like this. And the golden rule in any business transaction, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. In cases like this, we've heard of people posing as aid workers, then stealing from the people they pretend to help. When trying to help online, make sure any organizations or website you choose to donate is legitimate, so the money actually reaches the victims in need. In Texas, the Office of the Attorney General is the voice of the victim, whether that's a victim of crime or the victim of a storm, or unfortunately, sometimes both. My office is monitoring the situation here in Hays County and the dozens of other counties affected by the storm. I urge anyone who encounters scammers operating in disaster zones to contact law enforcement here. My office's complaint line is 1-800-252-8011. I'm going to repeat that. It's 1-800-252-8011. You can also file a complaint at my website, texasattorneygeneral.gov. That's texasattorneygeneral.gov.